This is What If Deku Had All for One. Here we go. Izuku Midoriya and his mother go to the quirk doctor to see what his quirk is. And the doctors break the news that he does have a quirk, but they do not know. Oh, and he still has to wear quirkless shoes. And it's because 1 out of 1 billion in quirked individuals have the toe joint. Mostly first to second generation people. That's important. But anyway, we fast forward to middle school where the teacher says, I have the hiring forms right here, but I presume all of you want to be heroes. And the entire class uses their quirk besides Izuku and Bakugo. Bakugo says, hey, teach, don't lump me up with the rest of these losers. I'm the only one going to getting anywhere in life. And everyone starts booing him. And the teacher says, well, you applied to UA. And also Izuku. Everyone in the class looks at Izuku and laughs because most people believe he is quirkless because they have not discovered his quirk. He has not discovered his quirk yet. And Izuku says, I can still get in. And they have eliminated that rule. And Bakugo says, you Deku, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to die in the exams. Then the day goes by, and I, outside of character, am not going to voice what he says. Bakugo says. But he does say the suicide line. But I am not going to say that. Anyway, Izuku goes under the underpass and right behind him, and one character detail I have to say is that Izuku has greenish white hair. And the sludge villain says, "Oh, good, and a new vessel." And when the sludge villain attacks Izuku Midoriya, this is where Izuku's quirk starts. And 1 minute, the sludge villain is trying to choke him. The next minute, the villain drops down and says, What the bleep? What the hell? What did you do to me? And Izuku says, what did I do? Oh. And his arm turns to sludge. And he closes his fist, and it turns back to normal. And the formerly sludge villain says, oh, fudge. Oh, fuck. Oh, goodness. Yes. Great. I'm gonna be dead. Well, hopefully I reach prison before he kills me. Izuku says, what do you mean? All Might pops out of the manhole cover and says, I'm here, and wait. And the sludge villain attempts to run, but he gets captured. And Izuku says to All Might, kid, did you know where a villain with a sludged quirk is? Oh, he's there. Ah, okay, makes sense. And Izuku, not even realizing it, taps the villain again, and basically the villain gets his quirk back. And Izuku says, "Did you sign my autograph? Sign an autograph?" And All Might basically says, "Sure." And he grabs his phone and says, "Do you need medical assistance?" Since no, All Might. Okay. And All Might leaves with the villain, because he's now in a sludge form, and All Might had to put him in a bottle. And then, a few minutes later, Izuku hears on the way home explosions. And he runs to it and sees the fact that he doesn't know how, but the sludge villain, he doesn't know what happened earlier. What happened earlier, but the sludge villain is attacking Bakugo Katsuki. And Izuku does the same thing in canon and runs to help Bakugo. But this time, the sludge villain sees the kid and says, "Nope," and basically bolts in the other direction, right into Mount Lady's hands, and basically, the sludge villain is captured. And in this timeline, All Might didn't notice that he dropped the bottle until he was too late. Outside of character, that is how All Might and Izuku do not know each other. They're really. Anyway, Izuku Midoriya goes to his mother and says, "I have a quirk. Apparently I can take and give quirks." Inko says, "Huh, exactly how your father's does. I thought my father's quirk was fire breath." "It is, and isn't. Let's sit down." Inko and Izuku sit down, and Inko says, "Your father's quirk is the same as yours, and to be honest, this has been around longer than really anyone else. And Hajashi, she has a quirk that he calls All for One. But I don't think, unless you want to call it that, you don't need to." Izuku says, "I want to call my quirk that." And Izuku, cool. One thing is, and you cannot tell anyone this, your dad has done bad things over the years, but he is still a good man. And Izuku doesn't understand what she means, but she says, "You'll understand and when you know who he is." And that is the end of the video. P.S. I understand I did semi-change the story, but honestly, it's a good change in a few ways. Anyway, hope you like this video, and goodbye.